People have to understand that masculinity can be a cult. And when I say cult, it's no different than David Koresh. It's no different than Jim Jones. It's funny because when you don't even hear, a best way to example is slavery. Is when slaves were yelling about, oh my God, I'm being beaten, I'm being hurt. The master would look at like, I don't understand what you're saying. You don't, it's almost like there's this disconnect, like they won't see pain. There's a lack of empathy. And this is what happens with men and women. Men who are in this cult, you can say as a woman, they talk, but a guy is not looking at you as even all the way human. And this is what you have to understand. There's a humanity issue here. You're like, why don't you hear me? Why don't you see my feelings? And they're like, but you're not all the way human. You're here for me. You're here for my deal. And it's real. I got a perfect example. Now, first of all, I have to tell you, I am guilty. I am guilty. I believe, simply because I was a man, that I was more valuable than my wife and the other women in my life. This is something that, men have been sold a bill of goods for a long, long time. Let me tell you, when I was in football, I remember one thing the guys would do is go to the strip club. And the guys go to the strip club, and you sit there, and here's the woman, and the whole thing. And once she starts talking about she has kids, or if she starts talking about anything in her life, it's like, stop. Because you're becoming a human before my eyes. I don't want you to be a human. I want you to be an object. I want you to be something pretty to look at, but as you talk, you're making things too real for me. So scary.